Hold course!
Ready yourselves to brace, men! We bring Helheim to our enemies! How nice! They greet us with some of their own from the air! Arrows! Odin's hell! May the sword maidens take them swiftly. Yourselves, then!
Close one, that was!
Keep your shield arms limber!
Steady your hands! Hold for impact! Hold! Thunder! Now! Get that ram in place! We need to open these gates!
Put that glorious ram to use! Ruins the spawn! Prepare to cut them down! Come and die on my blade!
How much longer, Bloodbag? Let's go! Shields up! Go! Before me! Take cover! That's it!
Time to come for many blows!
Ram, push. On the side! Hurry! and push! And keep pushing! East Anglia depends on it! Our battle plan has legs! Keep the pressure! Don't fall for any traps! Get behind! You're light! Well met! I need help with this gate!
Oswald. He lives.
Oswald lives!
Eivor, is that you? Shut your arse, twig spine.
Stand fast! This will be over soon!
Worry not for me. You must stop.
Silence, fool!
So this is what it comes to, Wolfkist? Two Danes fighting over a filthy Saxon whoreson? If this swine is your prize, come and get him!
I'll kill you!
Look for the opening! Try the offside lead! Keep the Indian guessing! No! Die!
The Saxon lover comes to fight.
A miserable clan you lead, Ruid.
Yes. One that has left this country dry for 2 summers.
Your battle is not yet won, Oswald.
My blade.
Not till I've taken all these shores have to offer.
East Anglia will have its king, and it will not be you.
That groveling worm in a cave. You must be blind to stand with such a man.
For all your efforts, only the cold dark of Niflheim awaits you.
Valhalla's my destiny. That fate will not be met today. Why does a Dane fight tooth and nail for a Saxon? This Saxon of all!
He has in abundance that which you do not. He is fit to rule, fit to lead. You are naught but a murderous plunderer.
This land is rife with weakness, and you are just another blighted dot upon it. Nothing a little fire cannot purge. Danes fighting for a Saxon king. The Sagas will scorn this day! I will enjoy this! They should be ruled, wolf-kissed. Made thralls, not treated as equals. We are better than this! Than all of them!
Do not drag me down to the sewage you wallow in!
Thank you.
You'd throw in with these wastrels? These Argir swine? For what? A scrap of land and a promise of peace?
Eivor, no! He should be tried before God, a lawful assembly. I won't have my reign begin with more blood spilt than is needed.
Another screeching scold. This man must die for the damage he has wrought. The old laws are clear.
These are Oswald's lands, to rule as king as he sees fit.
Does Eivor bow to kings?
To defy a king would shame him. East Anglia cannot heal without his honor intact.
And what of your honor, Eivor? How much are you willing to lose?
The rightful king of East Anglia has spared your life today, and so it will be.
Compassion is a virtue suited for anyone, Eivor, including you. Thank you.
I should speak with Oswald. See if he's well.
To the ships! Raise the...
Thank you for heeding me, Eivor. I know the worth of such a gesture. All this is...
But you're not asleep.
Well fought, the both of you!
You came as well, old friend.
If I'd known you were still alive, I would have stayed in Norwich.
Look around you. A happy occasion and a glorious victory.
And soon, something more grand to take place. Our wedding, my love. If you will still have me, that is.
And why would I not?
I fought poorly. I melted under the heat and anger of that brute. And I never...
Oswald, stop. You fought with all your heart and soul. That's all you need ever do.
Come then. We have much to prepare for.
A bride to wed and a kingdom to...
Countless men have done...
Hardly. My heart is afire, but my body aches. I desire only a long nap.
I saw a bale of hay back there.
Later, Abel. For now, I must see to the wounded.
Then I will see you at the wedding.
Aye, of course you will.
I should return to Elmenham. Oswald's wedding will soon begin. Wedding preparations in full bloom.
Surely driven your hair and then win us a wedding.
Come, the wedding is soon to start. How grand.
A beautiful and worthy celebration, my lord.
Thank you. May this feast set us... Just like you to keep a king waiting at his own wedding.
Yet I arrived in the end.
A part of me worried you wouldn't.
I told you I would see you crowned, and now here we are.
Without you, I'd be dead. Another wasted hope for his...
You look good, Oswald. Like a man about to marry a more powerful woman.
Do I? Because I'm nervous as hell.
Of all the battles a man can fight, the war against himself is the hardest to win. You've done it, steward. A king now sits on the throne of East Anglia.
Don't leave yourself out of this, son. We did it together.
Back to your dreams, then, of fire and Helheim.
I lost my way some time ago. Hard to say when. I don't want to be here. I never did. This was Halfdan's dream. He ordered me to see it through. In my dreams, I'm sailing, remember? Wind in my beard, salt on my lips. I want that life again. Whether or not I find it, only time will tell. Until then, let us feast, drink, and forget our
With fish!
Eivor! Care for a challenge? Eivor! Wolf-kissed, gaze upon my pots.
They are not, Brothier. My arrow.
Even after draining so much meat?
Keep your eyes open long enough.
I could hardly believe my ears either. It was Oswald.
Yes, that's it! As with everything, an easy task for the wolf-kissed.
Ah, barely a challenge.
Impressive. Skål, Eivor! Let's have a drink.
Yes, to celebrate. Skål!
Your fist is without ale. Let us address that.
Surely a special kind of...
A metal not unlike...
To Odin and his endless...
And the new king... Not bad, Wolf-kissed. I wager you couldn't...
A fool's wager.
A challenge, nonetheless.
I will drink you under the table.
And we'll make it interesting. But...
I accept.
Yes, to celebrate. Skål! Drink more.
Too strong for you. Rulemonger. This ale is strong, Brody.
But now!
Fine.
The boar represents fertility. Did you know that?
As does Freya. What's your point?
You impress me, Eivor. Your battle. Yet I wonder.
Even a fool has something to teach, whether they are aware of the lesson or not.
Hey. But I could show...
Have another horn of mead, brother. It's brewed with clover and raspberry, they say.
Did you hear what I... Yes, it's good.
Keep that up.
Wait, did you hear? Did my brother just call me?
How light-footed I am. You're as light-footed as a bear in a birch tree. These are the moves of Elmen.
Look there! Finland on the roof!
The road to Valhalla does not run that way, Finnur.
Eivor! Some sweet wine for a sweet swine? Come join me! The Saxon god wanders somewhere up here, does he not? I haven't seen him.
They like to say he moves with mystery.
Look! The moon! It moves untroubled now. But one day it will be eaten by a giant wolf.
Are you all right?
I've tasted glory once again. And it was good.
I'm glad to hear it.
I always felt like Skoll or Hati. Chasing and trying to fulfill Halfdan's wishes. But now I've caught...
You can let them go.
My longship's in Valhalla. Don't you...
Come on. Let's get you to solid ground.
Everything's spinny. You're very strong.
You're very large.
Sorry for this, Eivor. I've had...
It need not be the...
Not the...
Enough fun and games. I should see how Oswald is doing.
Eivor, I'm about to address our guests, and I'd like you to be there.
It's been a worthy ceremony so far.
And have you had enough fun yet?
I'm ready to hear your address.
Good. Come. Friends, honored guests. We've pushed through hard times, but it is not conflict. May we always favor compassion. So, to my Dane friends and neighbors, I give thanks for the bravery you have shown during our collective struggles. And for my fellow Christians, may we continue standing as examples of our Lord's grace. Lights in the dark. I see East Anglia's future right here, right now. In all of you, Dane and Saxon alike. To our future.
Still a bit soft on insults, but the king has courage.
And to Eivor, without whom none of this would have...
On behalf of East Anglia, let this ring be proof of our loyalty to the Raven clan, and all they have...
Would you have any words of wisdom for us?
Oswald, you would not have been my first choice as king, nor my second. I thought you weak, bendable, without resolve. But not all men are as they first appear. I came to see that Oswald's heart is amongst the largest I've ever known. All qualities of a man worthy to be king. He is the king East Anglia deserves.
To Oswald!
Skål!
Skål!
Okay, everyone, the bridal race. Steady all, and ready yourself.
My king! Oswald! King of sheepfuckers! Show your eyes! I challenge you.
I accept.
Oswald is king, and a king must have a champion. I will fight in his stead.
He challenged me, Eivor.
Your fight is bigger than this, Lord. You must rebuild East Anglia plank by plank, and a dead king cannot keep his oaths. Let me finish this.
Oswald, you gutless Arya swine! I'll slay the wolf-kissed, then... You! Always getting in the way! Anglia can burn for all I care!
I wish it had not come to this. So much death.
What's done?
You're leaving now.
I should. Your wedding should be a day of peace and happiness. Today I lack both.
Eivor, you've done East Anglia a great service. I promised you an alliance, and now you have it.
And one day, I will need you to make good on that alliance. I should find Finir. Say goodbye before I leave.
Hold your hard, Harry!
Ah, greetings, Eivor.
You're missing the festivities.
I've had my
It's as much yours as...
I was a crumbling man, Eivor. But now, my heart burns bright with newfound fire.
Glory cares not for age, Finir. Sail with me.
Together?
Together.
I'll gather my things.
Gnótt af reykt lambakjöt. Munu menn taka nokkurt á veiðiferð, en má gefa þér nokkurt pund í móti afhlaugsrugi þín, ef þú viljir.
Wagma!
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
not know fine million.
Rowan, Holger, why all this shouting?
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A Philly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of
painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach it.
I understand. Holger.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy, and you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom. To make use of rare resources to compose my often when lacking the proper tools. I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks, all were given.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleed.
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic, I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of...
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump, without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I have heard enough.
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No hands...
Do not conflate hair with beauty.
Quiet, both of you. Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly...
But the horse was not for sale! Rowan, admit it!
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We're done here. Return to your homes in peace.
Would you allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting? After all, in some ways you helped in its creation.
Absolutely not. Silver is the only color I wish to see from you.
The Wolfgar.
The Wolfka! So glad to see you.
Oh, hello, Eivor. That Holger, he is
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass, and live with such petty concerns.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need...
East Anglia is with us.
Eivor Kingmaker, Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Svend passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi? She must be gutted.
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at his burial mound. Speak with her, if you...
Randvi, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough. Shall we look at the map?
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh.
Randvi, are you well?
I'm fine. Only a little tired.
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, and this settlement, and this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few hours. We could take a ride to Grandbridge or somewhere nearby for a change of pace.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another time. Now, what was it you needed?
I want to see the Alliance. Hytham asked that I travel to London. What do you know of it?
A wild city. One that Halfdan Ragnarsson tried to claim for himself years ago.
Hytham claims the city is overrun by a strange cult. The Order of the Ancients. He asked that I track them down and kill them. Doing so may help the honest people there, and earn us an ally in the process.
In a city so chaotic, it is worth a try. Approach by the North Gate and start asking around.
I will.
Good. I await you.
Randvi, take a break. Let us make for Grandbridgeshire and get you out of this musty room.
Do you mean now? Right now?
Of course. You said you were tired of all this, so why not stretch your legs and fill... Follow me.